Yeah. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporter on the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? As I was getting ready to, get my daily video in, I caught the title of Philly 500 video, and he absolutely right. Carson Wentz needs to right this ship. But we got a situation with two of our leaders right now. I caught with Doug Pedersons press conference today. I don't like it. I don't like what I heard. I don't like what I saw. There's a couple things that stick out to me because, listen, I'm a leader. I was a leader in the military. I was a leader in the streets before I went to the military. I'm a leader now in corporate America. Yeah? You know what I mean? And one thing leaders don't do is leaders don't make a decision and not stand on it the very next day. That's disheartening to me, man. The pressure is getting to our coach and our quarterback. It rolls downhill, man. It rolls downhill. Doug is feeling the pressure. Doug is feeling the pressure. And if you want me to be honest, the Philadelphia Eagles will fire Doug Pederson before they get rid of Carson Wentz. That's just facts. That's just facts. If Doug Pederson want to remain in good favor with the people of Philadelphia, because we are a sports town, if he want to remain in good favor with the people of Philadelphia, he needs to get an offensive coordinator, bruh. He needs to get him one, bruh. I don't care. Look. Don't Bill Belichick got an offensive coordinator? He the GOAT, probably. Get you an offensive coordinator, man. Nobody wants to be running around. Andy Reid got Eric Bieniemy. Nobody want to be running around here calling the plays, bro. Get an offensive coordinator. It wouldn't be easy for you to do this, Doug, if somebody call a BS game. Oh, well, I trust my coaches to do their job. You up there taking the bullets, man, because you can't call plays. Go get you an OC, man, and stop the foolishness. You know what I mean? And be real in these press conferences, man. I heard Doug Pederson today, man. I heard him today. Jason Peters did a good job. I throw this phone, bro. I throw this phone. And they loan over there, I throw this phone over there. I throw this phone over here. Jason Peters ain't do no good job. Come on, bro. You can't fool people with intelligent football minds, bro. You can't fool nobody who watched the game into thinking Jason Peters did some type of good job yesterday. He was a turnstile. Man, they was walking right through him. They walked right through Jason Peters, man. Multiple plays. Had Carson Wentz not had some escapability, he would have been hurt probably, bro. They was walking through Jason Peters, bro. Multiple times. Carson Wentz could have got blindsided and hit and hurt. They walked right through him, man. For him to come out there, listen, I know you don't want to throw none of your players under the bus, but you got to be like, well, I saw some good from JP. And, JP still, you never too. Listen, JP is a future Hall of Famer. This is me if I'm Doug and you ask me about Jason Peters. That's a future Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? Even at his age, this complex game things could be, you still could learn some things about this game. Jason is a hard worker. Jason knows the things he got to clean up. That's it. That's not throwing your man under the bus. But you don't sit here and lie to people with lesser football IQs than you, man. It's getting hard for me to trust Doug Pederson in these press conferences because he lied about Jason Peters having a good game. He also lied to me about the injury status of Jason Peters. He told me Jason Peters is fine. It was a fatigue issue. Listen, I know Jason Peters is fine. All Jason Peters did was lay on the field to get an injury time up because time was running out. But I understand you can't say that, though. But you lie about Jason Peters having a good game. You try to smooth that over, just throw something out there to the casual fan. And then you try to tell me that moments before the game, Arcega-Whiteside was hurt. No. Just say he ain't fit the game plan for the week. He don't never fit the game plan for the week. That should be an easy, honest answer. Easy, honest answer, bro. Easy, honest answer. And that's not even the worst part of the interview to me, man. It's not even the worst part of the interview to me, man. It's not even the worst part of the interview. The worst part of this interview, man, actually really got me upset, man. It actually got me upset because as a Super Bowl winning coach, standing firm on what you believe in is numero uno. You make a call out there, You make a call out there, and you always got to feel that, hey, I thought that call was best for the team. Now the pressure is mounting. All these, listen, Doug, just stop doing radio, dog. I don't see Belichick do so much radio and do so much of this. I'm not in what New England got going on, but I can't imagine that Belichick ain't doing this. Belichick is so bad at interviews that they probably don't even want him up there. But Doug is smiling and keying with these dudes, and we ain't got a damn win on the season. Stop doing interviews, man. That could be time that you could be getting a game plan together because we need it. But anyway, man, the worst part of the interview was just, listen, I understand the situation. I understand that a lot of people are upset about Doug's situation or Doug's decision to punt the football. Trust me, I get it. I get why you would be upset. But I understand that Doug knows a lot about football. And I, too, would have punted right there. I'm going to tell you why. Because if you go for it and the field flips, they could run some. Listen, we couldn't stop the wide receivers at one point. That point could have came back to us. Where they could have been in field goal range. Field flipping right there. They could have been in field goal range and they could have won the game. I'm telling you, man, in the situation that we in and in the division that we in, a tie last week was definitely not the end of the world. It was not the end of the world. The stats should show it. I mean, where we are should prove that to you. Look at the standings. We're not in last place, and we probably played the worst. And the team who probably played the second worst is in first place. We're in third in the division. Third in the division, and we got no wins in the tie. Third in the division. Half a game behind Dallas. Half a game behind Dallas. Listen, if we win yesterday, we're in second place. Half a game behind Washington. It ain't the end of the world for the tie, bruh. We don't have the worst record in the division. Now, I'm not saying that that's something that you should be proud of. I'm saying that to educate some of the people who telling me, oh, y'all tied with the Bengals. A tie is better than a loss, especially in the division that we in. That's just facts. That's just football 101. You ain't got to, listen, facts. So I agree with the decision to punt the ball there. I agree with it. It makes sense. If you can't get a win out of it, they shouldn't be able to get a chance to get a win out of it. You know what I'm saying? That's just how the dice got to roll. It's raining too, man. Got my little Brunson windbreaker on. I'm going to block that out. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't be able to get a chance to win the game either. Like, oh, I would have went for it. He should have threw it up. Throw a Hail Mary, and who going to get separation for a Hail Mary? Who going to win a jump ball? Why would we do that? Why would we do that? We couldn't convert on third down or nothing. Like, we couldn't do simple shit. And you think a Hail Mary going to go? No. And everybody that want to blame Carson Wentz, I've yet to see somebody come out and say, well, if the offensive line didn't jump off sides, do this and do that, we would have had a win. We would have had a win yesterday. Doug Pederson got to stand on the decisions that he make. He's the head coach. He can't come out here the next day and say, well, maybe after thinking about it, I would have did it differently. He can't come out here and do that. He got to keep it funky at all times, man. He got to keep it real at all times, man. For real, man. That was real disappointing. But, you know, and you know, Carson Wentz got to right the ship, though. Carson Wentz, listen, these dudes need to sit down and have a meeting and say, listen, we have to save each other from each other at this point. Because you're struggling and you're trying to compensate and do too much. And what I'm doing is I'm overthinking it from a coaching perspective. You know what I'm saying? They have to save themselves from each other. The offense has to play better no matter what. We can say Jim Schwartz is garbage. We can say this, that, and the third. But we're not putting up no points either, man. We're not having no drives. You know what I'm saying? Carson Wentz is missing wide open people. There got to be serious conversations had within the organization this weekend, man. Let me know what you think in the comments.